Hi and welcome. My name's Sherryn, and if you're here it's because you've heard about my crazy challenge to walk 500 kilometers in 50 days to raise $25,000 for the Hunger Project. What on earth would prompt me to undertake such a task, especially in the middle of a Melbourne winter, where in the same walk I'll have the beautiful sunshine, have to pull on a coat, rag on my hat, and probably put an umbrella up as well, all in the same 20 minutes? Well, the fact is that there are 870 million people around the world that go hungry every day. That's almost 1 in 7 people. Think of your 7 closest loved ones. If one of them was going hungry day in, day out, you'd want to help, wouldn't you? Well, this is what's led me to 3 things. 1, why on earth the Hunger Project? 2, why walking? And 3, how together we can make a difference. So what led me to the Hunger Project? I was very fortunate to spend 5 years living in Asia and Africa, and I was struck by a couple of things. On the one side was the extreme poverty, the challenges with education, with health, with just general life. And on the other hand, the immense resilience, the resourcefulness and the generosity of the local people. And I noticed that when people were given an opportunity, the smallest of opportunities, they not only took it with both hands and ran a mile, but when they got the results of that, as they increased their quality of life, they shared it amongst their family, their friends and their community. And that's what drew me to the Hunger Project. They have a philosophy that out of the 870 million hungry people around the world, they're not like birds in a nest, passively waiting with their mouths open for someone to feed them. They see the resilience, they see the resourcefulness, the entrepreneurial spirit of those people. And they know that with grassroots support, starting with the women. And why the women, you ask? Great question. Because it's the women that perform the most basics of tasks within a community. It's the women who look after the children, who bear the children, and who see the value in the education, in the improving health services and creating opportunities for their communities to improve on a sustainable nature. When women gain a voice in that space, they shift all of the priorities of that community, and that's what makes the sustainable difference. So the Hunger Project goes in, works at a grassroots level, asking the people on the ground, what do you most need? What support can we give? And with various countries have different support structures to bring that, so that eventually the communities are self-reliant, self-empowered and able to meet their own needs on an ongoing basis. So why walking as a way to raise money for this wonderful cause? Well, the reality is in Africa we were suffering a drought, and I used to help out an orphanage, and the kids there could walk up to 4 hours a day, 10 and 11-year-olds with buckets on their heads in search of water. I figured if they can walk, I can walk. And therefore I also thought about it. I thought, you know what? At 10 cents a kilometre, $1 a day, it only takes 500 generous souls such as yourself to raise $25,000. It took what seemed like such a huge amount and made it so doable. Because when you think that the people in Malawi, the country that I'm visiting in August to see the wonderful work for myself of the Hunger Project, live off $1.25 a day, and that a quarter of that population still goes hungry every day, if each of us was to put in $1 a day for the days that I'm walking, and we were to share this message with our friends and our family and our colleagues and encourage them to get behind it as well, together we can make a huge difference. And that's what I have a vision for us to do. That's what I'm backing myself for, and I'm asking you to support me on that dream. There's a story that I'd like to share. There's a young lad walking along a beach, and every so often he stops, reaches down, picks something up, tosses it back out to sea. And there's a man further up the beach watching this boy, wondering what is he doing? And again the boy bends down, picks something up, tosses into the sea. When the boy gets close enough to the man says to the boy, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I'm throwing the starfish back." And the man, astounded, looks around and says, "But boy, can't you see? Everywhere there is starfish on the beach. What's throwing a few back? It will make no difference. The boy bent down, picked up a starfish, threw it back into the sea, and said to that man, it made a difference to that one. Imagine for a moment that you are that boy, that you've made that difference. And then look around, see that you're walking on a beautiful Australian beach, and that you're surrounded by many other like-minded souls, each making their own difference, and combined together, clearing that beach, helping those starfish create a better life for themselves, swimming out to sea. I truly believe that together we can make a difference, and that every little that you give will go a long way in the project of the Hunger Project, and most importantly to transforming the lives of the women, the children, the communities and the generations to come in countries like Malawi. So in advance I thank you for your generosity, and if you'd like to put a contribution forward, please visit my homepage on the Hunger Project, go to events and look up Sherryn. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for knowing that together we do make a difference.